everybody. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see me because that's what I'm seeing right now. I'm making this video to get you started on learning the bow, because if you're a green belt or up, you should be starting to learn it. And there are things you can do before we start to do it together. One of the things is you have to know what a bow is. So this is a real bow. It's a stick that's kind of heavy, and it's taller than I am. And you see I've also put a piece of tape at the top because that can help you later on when you're learning. And the way that you hold a bow is you kind of put your hand over it like this, thumb on one side and fingers on the other. This finger shouldn't be working. It's just along for the ride, okay? Because it gets in the way otherwise. But you're really grabbing with your thumb and with your pinky like this, and the other fingers can work, and this one is kind of hanging around, okay? And what you do is you kind of put it into your hand and you put it into your shoulder like that, so that your whole body is holding it. Anyway, I'm not expecting you to get out and find professional bows like this one. You can start with simpler things. You can start practicing with a broomstick, little light, okay? If you do get a broomstick, you really need to sand it to make sure that there aren't any splinters in it. And when you do that, put a little oil on it, okay? You may have to do that more than once. And this comes, you can buy this a little more smoothly. This is a rod in a closet for hanging clothes. It's a little longer, it's a little heavier, it's a little bit more like the real thing, but start anywhere. Okay. Now here are the exercises I want you to work on. I'm going to use the broomstick because that's probably what you're using. Okay? To hold the bow, you hold it with, again, the thumb is always on one side and the rest of the fingers on the other. And when you're using two hands, your second hand is always on the opposite side of the bow as much as possible, because that way if it gets hit over here, it knocks it into my opposite hand, and if it gets hit over here and I lose control with this hand, I always have a hand holding it. Okay, so what I want you to start doing is one hand facing up, this time it's my left hand, one facing down, and then you're going to let go and let it slide on your hands, and then reverse which side is up and which side is down. And you do that again. See that? Open up your hand and slide. And what you want to do for this exercise is to try to keep the bow in the center. Okay, grab with your pinky and your thumb. Try not to grab too much with that forefinger. Okay, we can get it really going. Okay. You want to feel it move from side to side, and you want it to end up in the middle. So that's the first exercise. Okay, for the second exercise, I'm going to face sideways. You can't see how I have my feet right now, but I'll show them to you. It's basically Zenkutsudachi. And what you're going to do here is you have your hand on the bow, the upper hand. You want to turn it so your thumb is down and your pinky is up, and you're holding it upside down. Okay? And if it's that way, then the other hand's going to do it the other way, right? With the thumb on top. Remember that? Okay. So it starts on this side. Okay? Now you're going to turn your whole body. Turn. And now you want to flip the bow. And to flip the bow, you're going to push it forward with the bottom hand and let go a little bit with the other one. And then you end up doing what you were doing before. See how it reversed? And I changed sides. Reverse. Change sides. Okay, again, pushing from the bottom hand, you're letting it roll forward. Okay, when it gets to here, you're going to do that rubbing thing that you did in the first exercise to make it all the way upside down. Okay, block, switch, block, switch. And that's an exercise that you can do maybe 10 of. But you want to get it to the point where you don't start turning your body until you really have a good grip on this, okay? And again, keep trying to get your thumb and your lower fingers, your pinky and your ring finger to do the grabbing. Get your forefinger out of it. Your forefinger is used to working, so that would be your second exercise. Okay? The third exercise is the strike. The strike is a lifelong project, but here's where you can start. Okay, this is what a bow strike looks like. You start out with the point of the bow facing forward, facing your opponent. I'm going to step back a little bit so I don't hit this camera. Okay? And it's very hard to tell how long the bow is from here. You can tell that, right? Okay? I can even make it shorter. Okay? What you do is you take a step forward. Okay? Just like everything else in karate, get your feet down first. Okay? Now you're going to start striking. You want it to turn very much close to your body. Strike. And then you're going to pull it right through this hand and twist this hand, the upper hand toward your face, and the lower hand in toward your body so it's locked in place. Okay? We're going to do that again. Okay? Once again, very hard to tell how much bow there is in the front when it's facing you. You see that? You can't tell how long the back part that's going to come hit you is. Okay? Then you step forward, plant yourself here, and then push with your back hand to make it flip over toward your opponent. Flip, go right past, and then pull with your back hand through your front hand. See? To make it, now it's long in the front. Now I'm going to make it short in the front, and I'm going to twist it into my arm and twist my wrist so I have a good grip on it. Okay? When you're doing it full speed, it looks like this. I'm going to keep it slow because I don't hit the camera. Okay? That's full speed. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay? And when you first practice this, start on your strong side, which for most of you is going to be the right hand. Okay? Then you can try it on the other side, but it feels very, very different on the other side. Okay, once again, same idea. Step forward. If you're doing it on your left, step with your left foot. Okay, swing the bow. You're going to push it forward using the hand that becomes the top hand. When you pass your target, pull back with this hand and put it up against your body. Even for me, it's much less comfortable on that side. I really have to think about what I'm doing. Okay, once again on the left side. Step. I want to keep this part of the bow in front of me to help protect me if I can. Okay, step. Pull, push, down. And when you pass, it's going to pop right back up because you're going to start pulling with this hand back to here. And wrap it in so it can't be knocked out. That's your block. Okay? That's enough for now. Good luck.